Welcome to Trading Lounge and the European indices for the 10th of January, starting with the DAX on the weekly chart here. We're looking at wave 3 with an A and a B and a C here for wave 4, and then an impulse wave for wave 1 and 2 here, and now we're in the third wave moving up through here. Now, there's a little bit of a concern about this because when we normally look at the third wave, from wave 2 to wave 3 here, we'd expect it to be longer than wave 1 here. So it doesn't have to be the case, but it normally is with in stock markets. So just using this as a bit of a measuring stick here from wave 2 low here, that's the length of wave 1 here. So that brings this in here into these old highs here as the same length as wave 3 here. So there's a couple of things that can occur here. If wave 1 and 3 have the same distance here, then we can look at wave 5 up here being the extension in the market. So that's something that we would also need to look at as well. We need a wave 4 in there. So the other point with this too is that maybe I've got the wave 3, I haven't counted it correctly at this stage as well, which could also be an issue as well. So there's nothing I can really do about that at this stage. I've done all the right things, but as the wave unfolds, I will be aware that this large blue wave, intermediate wave 3 here, could be, there may be another leg in it. I'll see that when it unfolds. But at this stage, we're looking at 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 here, and then pushing up into new highs up here. So with that in mind, looking at the 4-hour chart, with this wave 4 here too, we had it as an A and a B and a C wave here for wave 4, but we also thought too that it may possibly turn into a triangle sort of pattern that we talked about last time, in terms of an A and a B and a C and a D wave and then an E wave for wave 4, but obviously that's not the case, so that's cool. And it didn't really affect our trades either at this stage. We still traded at the right time. So just going to the hourly chart here, we've got one position in here, a small position, another position through here, so we can look to start protecting this now. There's still further to go to the upside, and we need to look at that. There still will be, this is 13,500, so we're going to see a dance across here. So there'll be, this is corrective, this little pattern here, because it's overlapping wave structures. It's a little wave 4, so we're going to see a little bit more there, but I think we can just start to, what we could do, let's take 40% on the new high here, and we'll leave our stop out the way, and we'll pick it up, and I'll do some work on this trend here as such. But we may want to just hold through all of this. I've just got to check on the S&P as well. You could take the 40% when the S&P 500 hits 3,300 in the next session, or Monday, and that. I'll just save that. And the FTSE should be climbing a bit higher now as well. So with the FTSE, last time we were looking at this, pulling it back in here from wave 2 here, going up to wave 3 here. We're looking at wave 1 and 2 here, and 5 waves up here for the third wave. We were looking at this to pull back to the 38.2% retracement level, so it's done that. That's cool. I wasn't around at the time to help with a better position here, obviously, so getting in here now. I mean, first of all, this is corrective, so we'll see this market move up, at least. I'm not sure why I've got that particular, that's group 2 there, 65, 72 and 80. Yeah, we can go long here. We can you can just go long at this price here. We'll just have to keep the stop out of the way for a little bit. Let me just look at this here. We've got, okay, so just 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a third wave there, a fourth wave here, and a fifth wave to move up. So just double check this. So from that wave 2 low to here, 38.2% is here where it is, and this is the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree. So that will be where its target zone there. So that's done. So we can move that into there. We can move this stop up. I'm just going to keep it out of the way a little bit here because we will need to get through another retest here. So day traders can also take, this is 65 here. That's we're playing a tight game. We're getting into the trend at the later end of the trend. So let's just, I don't know how many contracts you trade, but let's just take 60% at this point here, if not more. This is just a suggestion. I mean, I haven't had time to think about it a little bit, because what will happen is that we'll end up moving up to this point here, and then we'll be coming back to test this here again before moving up higher. Because don't forget, we need to take out this high here with this. So there's probably more in this, but we just want to get through that. I mean, this is, the S&P's got a fair way to go. I mean, keep an eye on the S&P 500, because when it gets to 3,300 and watch the US video, then you'll see that there'll be a turning point there. But these markets can still run. I mean, we definitely need to make out, this is definitely a corrective pattern here, and we definitely take out this high here. That's all I can say at this stage. How far we go up, I'm not that sure. So so we are looking at 5 waves there, but I'm thinking that as wave 1 and 2 here, this is what I'm thinking here, 3 and 4 here. So from 4 to 5 here, that's what we're looking at here. Just one thing here is that if we get 5 waves up here for this one here, and it takes out that top there, that can be the end of the top. No, it's still got to move up further, doesn't it? The other point here, though, is that once the market climbs into group 2 here, 65, 72 and 80, and can stay there, because it couldn't stay there at this point. It was just, it arrived there and got there, but failed to stay there. But that's what we're basically looking for here in a way. We're looking for, it will react there, and it will react in 3 waves here likely, and then it'll try and push up. And this is what you got to kind of look for, because we can go back in once we got that first high above the level. So I'll just copy this here. See, it's like this first high here. Once we've got that in, then we can go in there. It's the same here as well. We'll bring it down to the second high, but that's where we can move back into the market at that point. You know what? I think we should just take profit here. Let's just be safe, and then trade up to that point, take profit, and then we'll move back in over here for that. We'll just keep the stop. You can get a tighter stop on this as well. This move here is corrective, so you can put that up into there. That's okay. And that's dancing on 600 there as well, so that's cool. Alrighty, that's what we'll do. Just safer that way. We'll get out here. We're getting out here, and what we want to try and do is we want to try and get back in on this level here. So this whole pattern here is the same pattern you want to see just in here. It'll be in a smaller version though. And it's like this one here. It's the arrival, the reaction in 3 waves, the first high above the level, and then the ABC correction. And normally we'd go long on that high, but we're just bringing it down to this high because we know that it's corrective and we know the wave count here. So we're moving in a little bit early. So this pattern here is exactly this pattern here. Okay. You may even get a better position back. I mean, we're talking about going long here, but you may be able to get a better position in here as well. I'll leave that one with you. That's something to ponder. Alrighty, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the support, and enjoy the weekend. Cheers.
Report unless it's done.
Really?
Just holding up some floats.